If you're just getting into mountain biking and you want to ride stronger, faster, better, this video is for you. It also contains some tips if you suck at climbing and or you just want to get better on your bike. Number one is that you ride up the hill and you go to kind of complete exhaustion and then you have to stop. You can't continue on. You're out of breath completely. You almost feel like you're going to throw up. You feel so faint and you just have to stop. Well, let me stop you there. Let's do this a different way. Let's talk about pacing for you. So pacing is where you go a certain pace that you can complete that entire climb for. Or think about like a marathon runner. They don't go out for the marathon in a sprint that they can't actually maintain that pace throughout the entire mileage. And so why are we expected to go the entire climb at a pace that may not be applicable for us? Or it's looking at it in a term of an interval. An interval is where you go a certain period of time where you are pushing yourself a bit, then you take a break and have a recovery time, and then you continue on, you push again and you have a recovery time, you push again and you have a recovery time. This in turn helps your aerobic endurance instead of just completely burning the battery bank that you have. So the problem with going to complete exhaustion is that you bring your heart rate up really, really high and it takes you a lot longer to recover. It also uses a lot of your energy stores to make you last for the entire ride. Hence, not sprinting in the beginning of a marathon. They need to last the entire marathon. And so whenever you do intervals or you pace yourself, you stop and have a rest break before you get to that complete exhaustion. And so you stop, put your foot down, recover. It doesn't take you as long. You don't feel really as crappy whenever you're stopping. Get back on the bike and continue on. Pick certain places in a climb that you can stop. Then you'll start noticing that you don't need to stop at those areas. You can continue on to the next place that you would typically stop. This is how you also start seeing improvement versus just thinking that you're completely exhausted every time you go out, every time you ride. This is a way for you to set yourself in goals as well. So, number one, don't go out, ride to complete exhaustion on your climb, and then stop and have to like rest your hands and your head on your handlebars and kind of drape yourself across it. Stop before you need to, recover easier, and then hop back on your bike and continue forward. And you may have to stop a couple more places on that hill than you did before, but you'll slowly start increasing your endurance, and it's much better for you actually training your cardiac system than going to that full tap out and then having to stop then. Believe me, it's better for that cardiac endurance training. You are doing intervals and helping yourself versus just tapping out. Number two, have you ever tried to just use speed for everything, every obstacle, every hill that you get to on the trail? Well, this isn't necessarily the best course of action. One, it uses up a little bit more of your fitness, your strength, because you're really pedaling hard and getting that going. And then two, what happens whenever you crash? If you crash and you're at a higher speed, then that's going to equal a more substantial crash. Also, it may not actually help you in getting up and over that obstacle. You may need more strength and power instead. And so this is where I say that you need to be practicing doing slow speed things. Track stands are your friend. Doing small ratcheting techniques where you are out in just the parking lot, getting up and out of the saddle and working on that slow ratchet to stop. Slow ratchet to stop. Those slow speed things is where you increase your balance. It's where you increase your ability to get up and out of the saddle and feel control there in that position. And it also helps you so whenever you do come across an obstacle on the trail that you want to climb, you can just slightly raise up as you're going up and over it, but you're not completely out of the saddle, you're not in the saddle, and you're not just like hammering and smashing against it and then trying to get up and over it. This is where slow control helps you so much more than just speed and slam. Let's switch that and make you feel so much more comfortable as you're going slow. Number three is only going out and riding. If you are only riding, then you're only going to get so much better. Also in the beginning, if you can't spend that much time on your bike. I used to work 45 hours a week. I didn't have a lot of time during the week to go out and go ride. I was mainly a weekend warrior, and I wasn't able to breach that next barrier of my fitness and also my confidence to do longer rides. It's because I was only trying to ride. And that really made a detriment to my riding ability. One, we need to work on different skills. Another, that we need more strength. We need more endurance. We need better fitness as a whole. And you're not going to get that by just riding. Just riding will actually probably make you have more aches and pains different places, and also feel like a stress in your neck, your low back, and you're wondering why you feel these things, because mountain biking is supposed to be so good for you. Well, it is, but we need to also include some strength techniques. We need some strengthening exercises, especially for your core. If you strengthen your core, it'll make you increase your ability of using your glutes better. It'll make you increase your ability of taking stress off of your neck, using your shoulder blades, your shoulders better, all of those things. I'm going to put a link up here, and it's to my workout, my 5 exercise workout. It's a full body workout for mountain bikers. Also, I have programs that are through the Ride Life team. They're for women mountain bikers. Check out them. The link is in the description below. And check all that out to help you so you don't just ride. You also work on these other things that you need to help you with your strength, help you with your power, help you with your endurance on the bike, so you can have more fun out there. I hope these tips, these mistakes with the tips, were helpful for you. Put in the comments below if you have another thing that you thought was super helpful that you made a mistake on, but now you've changed. That would help you with your riding. Cheers, y'all.